Okay. So we have a lot of contents, like almost 7. So, and we only have 1 hour, so it's gonna be really quick, but please everyone have fun with it. And thank you very much in advance. And so let's get started. At first, we have 2 requests. One is please refrain from capturing or recording the screen since we might talk about confidential topics, so please note that. And the second one is at the end of this event, we'll do survey for this event, so please be sure to answer it before you leave. That's the only 2 requests. Thank you very much for your cooperation in advance. And we'll have a Q&A session at the end of this event. And for this event, we're gonna use QA system. If you are joining this event from PC, please scan this QR code from your mobile phone. And those people who is not here for mobile, sorry, PC, please log in from this chat, which I sent in the Zoom chat right now. Please log in. And from here, you can ask any questions. And also, this is how to use the QA system. So you can ask questions without your name. And question with the highest number of like will be answered first since we have time limit for today's event. So please aware of that. And we do have a QA part in the second half of the webinar, but you're welcome to ask a question anytime. We're gonna answer at the QA session. Okay, so let me introduce today's speaker, including myself. First, I'm Aki. As I explained earlier, I'm HR at Shift, and I was working as a recruitment agency for almost 4 years. And after that, I joined Shift 2019, and I was doing hiring like 100 IT engineers per year for more than 2.5 years. And now my mission is increasing global talent in Shift. So nice to meet you all. And we have Pralay as a global PM at Shift. Please introduce yourself in 1 minute. Right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Thank you, Akisat. Yeah. So, hi all. Hello, everyone. And yeah, this is Pralay, and I'm originally from India. And in 2019, I moved to Tokyo. And in 2020, I joined Shift as end-to-end test leader. And after 1 year, and since 2021, I transitioned to the strategic role as a PMO. So here, my responsibilities include transforming the strategic e-commerce plans into successful projects through effective communications and information sharing with different vendors. I basically oversee the project progress, quality, and oversee like seamless journey from planning to completion of the project, and goes very smooth and with exceptional quality. Yeah, yeah, that's it about me. Yeah, thank you all. Yeah, I hope you enjoy this session.
Thank you, Pralay. And so next is our special guest, Bryan. Could you introduce yourself in 1
That
minute?
was a good introduction. Yeah, I'm Bryan, Managing Director at Wahl+Case. I'm from Taiwan. I lived in the US for about 9 years before I moved to Japan 15 years ago. I came to Japan for my master, and after I graduated, I joined Wahl+Case as a recruitment consultant. So I've worked here for about 13 years now. Yeah, and my recruitment background mainly is technical space, so a lot of more engineering developers, also creators, designer, UI UX, designer, researcher, also product and project management, from junior level to executive level. Nice to meeting you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, W. Okay, I'm excited. Okay, so, so right now, let me explain about Shift quickly. So as you might know, Shift is centered on software quality assurance, and there's three key points which I would like you guys know. So as it's written here, like there are three key points why Shift is growing so fast. The first one is the market itself. In Japan's like software market, there are 5.5 trillion Japanese in market. Only 1% is like covered so far, but Shift like is in that market, so which is blue ocean, and there's not so many like competitive company, so that's why we are growing so fast. That's the one point. The second point is we created the market for non-IT engineers. So as everyone might know, like IT industry will be in shortage of IT engineers, almost like more than uh, 990,000 engineers by 2030. So Shift is hiring non-IT engineers and educating them become IT engineers to solve this problem. So this is like point two. And the third point is like we develop QS standard based on 1.6 million bag and its database. And we also established the tool, which called CAT. And with this tool, we manage and examine project for our customers. And also we use this to educate our non-IT engineers. So those 3 points are why we are growing so fast. And also like we have more than 12,000 employees, including group company. And Shift itself has almost 7,000 employees right now. And we have 37 group companies right now, and it's keep increasing. So I'm sure you guys can see like how Shift is fast growing. And we also have graph of how fast we grow on the top right side. And yeah, Shift itself originally was doing consulting for manufacturing industry, but at some point we came across software and like manufacturing similarities, and we've established the de facto standard for QA, and that's the biggest point of our turning point. And also our sales have grown, as you can see from the top right of the graph. And we keep our like sales grown every year as our scale of the business is expanding. And the company, I mean Shift, is able to take on new business challenges because of that. So please note that like we are starting from consulting and changing to software testing, and now we are helping our customers like IT solve them from the various perspectives. Also, we have a lot of company as our customers. But since March 2010, we helped like more than 2,700 clients, and their industry is really a lot. I mean, we support wide range of industry like finance, manufacturing, logistics, telecommunication, web startup, and gaming companies, and so on. Then also, we have evaluation system, and I'm not gonna explain about everything because it's a lot of information. So let me explain like 3 points. One is our evaluation timing. We do evaluation for twice a year, and we adopt mission grade system in which salaries are determined based on job classification, and salary tables that are subdivided into 200 pieces. And as a result, as you can see, like shift is keeping our average annual salary increasing rate over 10% within these few years. So we are not like seniority company. We evaluate our employees depends on their performance. That's what I wanted to say. Also, like our working environment is quite good. Like as I told you before, our annual salary increasing is really high, and the monthly overtime hours is not that much, and our job turnover rate is keep decreasing, and our retirement age is 70 years old. So, which means if you wanna work, so you can keep work until 70 age. And our working from home percentage is 60%. And our male employees taking paternity leave is more than Japan's average. And same as also our female engineers is also more than Japan's average. And we have like a lot of employees from like overseas, like more than 21 countries. Yeah, this one is about the maternity leave and childcare leave. Yeah, yes. I'm not gonna explain everything. I'm gonna share a slide of this to everyone for this event. So please check later. And we also have a lot of educational system, and especially like Top Gun. We developed this employee development curriculum. And so Top Gun Education is unique training system for employees who wish to improve their skills and advance their careers. And after taking the curriculum and passing the certification exam, those employees can receive increasing in the unit price they offer to customers, and as well as the salary increase linked to this. I mean, I think it's really fascinating. And yeah, as I told before, we have a lot of group companies. Now we have 37 from recruitment agency, like UX design, consulting, development, security, and customer support. So we can help our customers' problem from a lot of solutions. Okay, so I explained a lot of shift. So okay, from here, like Bryan will explain about Wahl+Case.
Thank you. Our company name is actually Bill Plus, and our service name is Wahl+Case. So we founded our company in 2010. That's right when the startup scene has slowly picking up. And our company, the founder found the opportunity to actually help a lot of startup company and tech company to grow. So we started the company at the time. So we are one of the early stage and leading Tokyo-based tech recruitment company. And the thing we talk about quite a lot is, technology changes the world, and we help companies to find the right people to make that happen. And that's very critical because one person, one hire the right hire can help a company to go much further down the road. So that's something we very hold strong to in terms of how we approach our day-to-day work. Next, please. So just an overview of our industry coverage. We cover consumer technology, so including those are e-commerce, streaming, gaming, AR, VR, on-demand services, for example, anything that's consumer focused and have end user or consumers or goes to that is our coverage area. Also enterprise technology, B2B software, SaaS applications, cloud infrastructures, big data, and edtech, martech, in advertisement agencies, ad networks, and DSP, SSP. And the last one here is fintech. So cryptocurrency, payment, insurtech, investment, but a lot more than that because I think fintech is kind of moving to a bit like a lifestyle business as well. Apart from this, we are going into aiming to go into medtech as well as agriculture tech, renewable energy. Those are the space we're actually getting into as well. Next, please. So position-wise, so I would say majority of our positions, as you can see here, are IT, IT position, engineering positions. That's including all type of developers and engineers. We kind of generalize it here, not to be too specific. Second biggest is sales and business development, and then marketing and product operation are about the same. Next, please.
Thank you, Brian. Okay, so let me explain about our global project and careers, and maybe Pralay will also talk about this project. So let me explain about our global project. So the customer is one of the largest apparel companies in Japan, but of course I'm not saying their name. And as their strategy, they are based in Japan, but expanding its service to worldwide. And they're already in top share in Japan, but try to expand to overseas more. And to do that, the global market is their key to growing. And here is what's Shift supporting for them. So those highlighted one is which Shift is supporting, especially testing and global operation. And for system, we help their e-commerce, mobile apps, point of sales, apps, and warehouse management system. And as everyone might know, to release the new system, of course, we need to do quality assurance for sure. So they are planning to release the system to each countries. And to do that, they need to do quality assurance, and which Shift is supporting is their testing quality assurance. And after the release, we also help their global operation. And here is more in detail information. And those highlighted place is which Shift is supporting. And for the red one, Shift Quality Assurance Division is helping their business. And the blue one, our customer support team, is helping their operation. And the green one, our group company, Shift Group company, is helping them. And you can also see all of the logos of our group companies. So, like I said, we have a lot of group companies, and we are collaborating with them to help our client problem and client success. So this is actually how Shift and Shift Group is helping our customers' business success. Pralay-san, do you have any comment on this?
Yeah, so in the red area, so this is where I work. This is where my team is there. So I look into everything in the like a PMO. So my part is a PMO, and I also check the system performance test, and we do that manual testing, automation testing. So this is our regular task, and we do migration like 4 times a year. Yeah, so yeah, I'm involved in red area.
Thank you, Pralay. As Pralay said, so we do like PMO, a PM, other stuff. And here is how Shift get involved in those projects. Of course, it depends on our customers' needs and our phase. Their phase. It depends on their project and situation, but usually there are 3 patterns of how Shift get involved in the project. As you can see, the number one says overall PMO, and the mission is actually overall project success. And the second one is called the PMO. It's especially focusing on the quality assurance. And so the testing phase is cut out and rolled out from the entire project management. And the third one is quality assurance PM. So the mission is completing of testing phase. So from requirement definition is also shifts our responsibility and where to test and how much test and so on. So those are 3 patterns. And Bryson, is there any comment to add?
Yeah, so this is exactly the pattern we follow here. Yeah, so we have many members in QA. If we see at the bottom, so we have many test members there, and the QA project manager, he's mainly handling the testing. He's mainly handling the how the testing is going and the quality PMO and overall PMO. So we look into overall project. So we what we do is like we communicate with different multiple vendors, and for example, development teams, they are in India, and the local business team, they are in their different regions, and some of the development team, they are in China. So this is the PMO team, they looks overall for the project, but the QA PM, they check the overall progress of the testing. So all all 1 2 3 members are essential.
Thank you, Pralay. That helps a lot. Okay. So, we talked about the global project, and let me explain about our career example too. So we talked about global PM, PMO, and in this later in this session, we also have talk session for Pralay and for Wahl+Case too. But like, here you can see other option of careers. Like, we of course have PMO careers and PM project manager careers, but also line management career, and we have professional careers like consulting and developing like full stack engineer or backend engineer and so on. And so it's depends on your career oriented. We can provide a lot of circumstance to develop your career and build your career. So yeah, please note that Go PMO is not the only option. So we have a lot of career option. So yeah, please note that we have a lot of options. And also, like in the global project, we also have another PM. Like I would say he is also successful in Shift, and he joined Shift 2020, and he was doing developing in Japanese company in India and doing bridge GSC in Japan. And he joined Shift and he start up the global project itself. And yeah, he started his career in Shift as associate PM, but within 9 months, he's became project manager. I think which is really fast for Japanese company. And also he is increasing his salary too and his career. And now he's managing more than 20 people as a project manager. Oh, sorry, service manager for that project. And yeah, still keep doing good for this project too, right? Brady-san, maybe?
Yeah, it's a great example. Yeah, so in just 9 months, so from assistant manager to promoted to manager is a very good thing. And for me too, I joined as an end-to-end test leader, and 1 year I got promoted to project assistant project manager, and I got experience, and I'm PMO. So yeah, the career growth is very rapid here. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah, we talked about global project and careers, and from now on, Brian will talk about the market trend of global tech position in Japan. So please, Brian.
Thank you. We can go to next. So I kind of want to share with everyone here just kind of like a graph of what's happening in the last 5 years. This is all based on our company data. But as you can see, like technical or engineering, technical position, IT position the position has increased very significantly in the last few years. Part of it has to do with the tech recession. In my opinion, that last 2 years has been pretty tough. Even it's still going on, the market's still not great globally. That a lot of companies are not really hiring. Like global companies are not really hiring in Japan due to the recession, which increased the amount of positions in terms of like engineers opportunities, because for us, we have more engineering roles domestically. So if in Japan, a lot of companies, Japanese companies, even their Japanese global companies, the core of the team is based in Japan, right? The product is based in Japan, their service is based in Japan. So when they're exploring candidates, they'll be hiring global talent coming from overseas to Japan. To help the company and kind of help the economy moving forward. So you can see the trend is pretty different. Analytics and creatives, we kind of including them in the tech side as well. So that has not much changing, but you can see the business side, like marketing and sales, has dropped pretty significantly. Project management has actually increased, but probably about the same every year. Next, please. So this is the percentage. It's kind of pretty similar to the last one, but more breaking down into each positions. As you can see, the IT engineering part last year has 90% of the candidates are foreigners or the global talent, and only 10% were native Japanese. And that has grown really significantly, right, in the last 3 years, from 78, 85 to 90. As you can see, like sales, the business size type of position, pretty much maintain about the similar range, is dominantly by native Japanese speaker, and most of them on the sales side, I would say even the 21% last year, those candidates are mostly pretty business level fluent Japanese global talents. So that's kind of where the trend is. So if you're in IT, there's a possible opportunity, more likely for you in Japan.
Thank you, Brian. Wow, that's very interesting information. I didn't know at all. Thank you very much, Brian. Okay, so yeah, from now, we're gonna have talk session. I think most of our guest is looking for this session, I think. Are you guys ready, Brian?
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, yeah, here, I think some of our guests is joining this event late. So let me explain again. So this session, yeah, we have few topic to ask for Pralay and Brian, but everyone can ask question too by using this QA system. So for those people who is joining this webinar from their PC, please take your phone and scan this QR code to access this QA system. And those people who is not joining here from PC, I'm gonna share the URL in this chat. Yes, just now I send the link for this QA system. Please log in from this URL. And this QA system, yeah, it's pretty easy. You can just post your question on there and you don't have to write your name. You can just ask questions anytime and how many times is fine. So please use that. Okay, so explains done. So let me go through the first topic. So this one is for Prime. So what is your reason for joining Shift? And what's your current project and the work? I mean, yeah, you kind of talked about your project, but please explain the detail. I mean, without our client name, of course.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I will explain some details, but also I will also take care about the time. We have limited time here. Yeah, and I think it's a great question. Yeah, so why I joined Shift? Yeah, so when I was looking for job opportunities in Japan, so I had some factors in my mind. Like I was looking for like path to management career and opportunities for growth, and it should be foreigner friendly environment and a place where I can use my English skills because I'm not that good in Japanese. So I was looking for yeah. So my place should be English. So that was also the great factor. And when I discovered Shift and the message regarding the Shift that the growth to management career, as Aki-san just showed in the slides, it was like the message were very clear. And so I really like that message that in a few months and few years you can really you can get promoted and be a management. Yeah, you can have a career in management. So and also initially I hesitated because Shift is in quality assurance, and my my role was previous it was I was a developer before. And this growth in management, so yeah, I had a clear vision that now I have, that now I want to move my career into management. So I joined Shift. And the great thing about the QA is you get to know how the overall business work, how the overall the software operates. So it's a really it's a broad perspective when you work in the QA. And regarding now talking about my current work, so as I just shared, so I'm working on the global project. So currently we are doing enhancement and for the e-commerce sites, and they are mainly, my focus area is on Canada and another Asia, the key Asian countries like Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, etc. And we are, I'm currently working total 9 countries at a time. So here we are responsible for successful delivery of advanced features. Example like payment methods, like India use UPI and net banking, and Malaysia and Singapore they use GrabPay, Canada, Australia they use PayPal. So it's like it's just a payment method, but many other features like the changing of the styles, and the so the end result is enhancing the customer experience. And
though my project involves everything from analyzing the requirement and planning the testing, and so many testing phases we cover here. We cover end-to-end test, live test, field test, and and we cover everything. And we also take care about utilize the budgets and utilize our resources. So this is overall about my project. So I find it's very challenging, and it's also very exciting.
Thank you, Pralay. Wow, 9 countries at the same time. Wow.
At the same time, yeah.
How do you manage?
Yeah, it's it's very complicated. Yeah, and issues occurs many times. It's not everything goes smooth. And today we had release in Singapore, and the issues occurred, and we had to roll back. And the development team, they are looking into it. Tomorrow we have a big meeting, and we're gonna discuss about it. So it's it's complicated, but it's very challenging, and as I said, it's very exciting too.
Thank you for saying that, and thank you for explaining your story. Yeah, that's really, fascinating. Okay. Okay, so for this one is for Wahl+Case, Brian. So from an agency perspective, what kind of people would be successful at Shift? Because Shift is introduced like candidate from Wahl+Case. Yes.
I think from our perspective, I think to know the ship value is very important, and customer focus, a strong communication skill. I mean, if I put all the technical skill aside, right? Because technical skill is a hard skill set, and I think it depends on each person's situation. Then there's various different type of roles in shift. So I'm putting that aside right now. But I think in terms of like as a person, like the value, the customer focus, and the communication skill, strong communication skill set, able to find solution, problem solving are the super important part. I also think like able to adapt to different like environment and changes, because the company is still growing and there's changes time to time. Able to understand the business, business changes are quite important, right? And apart from that, since we work with mostly bilingual talent, so bilingual is important. Able to speak Japanese, and it's quite important, because even though Shift is going global, there's more project global expansion, but the it takes time to build global project. So at this moment, like able to speak Japanese is still quite critical at this moment. But maybe years later, 2-3 years later, there will be more opportunity for more global talents that don't speak Japanese. So those are the things I would say. Yeah, what I see.
Thank you, Brian. Yeah, nice saying that. Yeah, I appreciate it.
I'm not lying.
Thank you very much. Yeah, yes. Thank you very much. Yeah, today we got another offer acceptance from Wahl+Case to shift position. So thank you very much too. Okay, so wow, we only have 20 minutes. So yeah, I think we should kind of speed up. So for Pralay, so what's the value proposition of shift, our global project?
Okay, value proposition looks like a complex question, but when we talk about the shift globally, so it offers unique value by combining international collaboration. As I said, I'm working on 9 countries, and there are many other projects. We are other projects like working on US and China and Europe also. So we are constantly communicating with local business team, every day. For example, for me, I as a PA boss, I regularly communicate with local team from the different regions. So it's a global and international. And the another thing is we are working on the cutting edge technology project. So it's a very good thing. It's very challenging.
yeah, as I said, like many advanced project here, and we work on latest payment methods, and it's a continuous stream of learning opportunities in Shift. And at the end, it's also give a sense of satisfaction that whatever you're working, and it has a direct impact on the end user. The end user, they can go and they can seamlessly purchase from easy site, so it feels good about it. Yeah. And the shifts are the shifts and our commitment to the quality, and we value diverse mind, diverse people. So I think it makes it stands out the shift. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for explaining. Yeah, I think I have a question, but yeah, let's go next question. Okay, so for Brian, so from agency perspective, so is the number of global product company increasing?
Is it for you're talking about Japanese company or
Yes,
foreign company?
Japanese company.
Okay, okay. Yes. I would say, I mean, it's every year is actually increasing. But in general, I think the last 2 years has been a little bit tough. So a lot of company was mostly holding back a little bit. So it would depending on what industry you're in, and there is a chance for them to go. But generally, I think it's continuously expanding. I think a lot of companies, Japanese companies in the past, they especially like startup company that reaching to a certain level, let's say maybe to medium size or maybe like Series C or D round, they like to go to the US, right? They like to go to the US, Europe. But I also see the changes this year's, that more companies are going into other regions, Southeast Asia, especially, or just the Asian regions. I think that's personally, I think that's a smarter move in a way, because going to the US and Europe is a very challenging way. It's cost a lot of money, and
Right.
at the same time, you probably already have a lot of competitors locally already. So you're going up against those giants. Even they're startup, they're giant startups, right? So there's a lot of more chance in Southeast Asia, and also the time zone helps a lot. So it's happening. I think every day there's more company going global, and I don't think it will slow down. Like big disappear, right? It will continue to happen. There's more exciting opportunities going forward.
That's very fascinating. Maybe some of them might be our future client or Shift.
I think so. I think so. There's a lot of opportunities. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, that sounds good. Okay, thank you very much for explaining. Okay, let me go next question. So for Pralay, how do you see your future career in Japan?
Okay, the future career. Okay. Let me start from Shift. And Shift has played a very crucial role in helping me grow continuously. As I said, I joined as a end-to-end test leader, and I'm a PMO. So I think it's a similar idea. Like in the DevOps, you have continuous integration and continuous deployment. So it's like for me, it's like continuous improvement. So I like seeing the continuous improvement in my career. And overall, my journey I think is ongoing, and with the inspiration of becoming the better leader, better PMO, and better human being, and capable of tackling many challenges and providing support for the project and the overall business success. And I believe there is always more to learn, more to grow, and for the personal or professional improvement. Like for example, if you do skiing or snowboarding, like you do the simplest path, and then you challenge yourself to go above, and like you want to go to the height, and you really enjoy it. Yeah. So it's like that. Yeah, so it's for me it's ongoing. Yeah, and I see the great future in Japan, and there are so many projects here in Shift too. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much for being here. So, okay, okay, I think that this is last topic for the session. Okay, for Brian. So from agency perspective, what's the Japanese company's hiring trend and the position needs? I think it's kind of linked to the previous questions.
Yeah. I think all the positions are hiring, but if you ask me the amount of the hiring, yeah. So I would say like the trending in terms of position, the most need, ratio wise, is the engineering positions. There are a lot more needs on engineering side. It's really lack of talents in Japan right now, for technical talents, just in general engineering, and and like the population is decreasing, but there's more product, more actually DX. DX is a big thing in Japan, and there's more DX and more products being developed here, and it's really hard to find talent to actually help out, to build together, right? So I would see that continuously to be the big trend going forward um in the foreseeable future, or even further. I think that's a global problem, but Japan has the most problem. I did a research before, and I gave actually a speech at the 500 startup event that I think is one. There's one. It would be one out of there's one person for three engineering jobs by 2028. That could speed up, right? So it could go up to like one person for 3.2 or 3.3 jobs in Japan. So that's where it's at right now.
Thank you very much. And besides shift, global PM, PMO position, and those people who is willing to challenge those careers, they just count on Wahl+Case. Is that correct?
We'll do our best for sure.
Cool. Thank you very much. Okay, now we have 12 minutes left, and we have your questions here. Let me change the screen. Okay, is it showing to you guys?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
good.
So we have, wow,
Oh,
25 questions.
I wish I have the time to do it.
Yeah, but
All right.
maybe 5 or 6 minutes for that.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's go quick.
yes.
See how many we can do.
Okay, so yeah, as I explained, like most liked question, we should go first. Okay, so what's the current ratio or percentage of foreign employees in your company? Maybe it's for shift, maybe. So as a percentage, it's less than 5% actually, but uh, we have almost 200 people as a foreign nationalities, and some some group like has like almost 20% of foreign nationalities in the team. Like, right, Pralay?
Yeah, I think when I heard, inside our shift, I think my team has the most foreigner people, yeah, because we are working on global projects. And I think US team is also having many foreigner people there, and Europe, team is also having many foreigners. So for example, my team, we have around 15 members now, and we have 5 members, and yeah, from different parts of country like China, and we have members from Vietnam and Korea, and yeah, and many different parts of country in different teams. Yeah.
Wow, so many countries.
And yeah, previously I worked with South Africa, and also American member, and Taiwanese member. Yeah, there are so many, so many members. Yeah.
So thank you very much for answering. Okay, so we done. And okay, so shift hiring for entry level recruitment consultant. Recruitment consultant.
Is that for us or for maybe? Okay, we can both answer, right? So for Wahl+Case, we are open. We are open for entry level consultants. So if you're interested, you can go to our website and you can send your application through. For shift, I think maybe we can say recruiter,
Yeah,
internal recruiter.
yes. Yes. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, as Brian said, yeah, shift is hiring for recruiter, and entry level is fine too. So yeah, please apply for that position too. Okay, thank you for your question. Okay, so next one is how do we apply for opportunities this year? And Japanese language, is it mandatory or work or one can apply if having only English as a communication factor? Okay, good questions. Okay, so yeah, actually, we are going to explain about how to apply for shift directly and consultation with Wahl+Case. So please wait for that. And yes, Japanese language is usually mandatory for shift, but some position is open for like conversation level of Japanese for now. But like I think Brian also said, like in the near future, we are planning to hire those English engineers. I mean, non-fluent Japanese speaker too. So please wait for that opportunities too. Thank you very much for your questions. And how do you elaborate global in a company? Does this defined by the overseas project itself or employment diversity? Good questions. Yeah. So I think, yeah, I think I can say both for that. Yeah, as I explained, shift itself is one of the strategy plan. We are also thinking about like overseas market too. And as the project which Pralay is doing is also global, you can say, right? Pralay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, it's correct that we have a like a diverse culture here, and we welcome the diverse people, diverse environment. And for example, yeah, when I 2 years back, and when I was doing the rollout for Indonesia project, and we had member from Malaysia, and we also had the rollout from Malaysia project, and it was very helpful because he can understand what actually in Malaysia. No, Indonesian language, and he could understand the Indonesian language, so it was very helpful for us. And also we have some Chinese project, also Chinese e-commerce also, and yeah, it's very if someone from China joins, and it's very helpful, and they can understand what actually this website means and what actually this word means. So yeah, we welcome the diverse people, and yeah, we have diverse environment. Yeah, it's not just global. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your answer. So we done this question. Okay. Yeah, the shift and Wahl+Case employ foreign student from Japanese university. For shift and Wahl+Case, both of us would say yes, right, Brian? No?
Employee foreign students, is it for internship or
Oh,
graduate?
yeah.
Well, let's say if it's internship, we don't really have that program right now. But if it's you're actually applying for a permanent job, yes.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay, I think this one is the last questions. Okay. What are the
We have
reasons?
three votes. Which one is better?
Yeah, which one is better?
Oh,
Okay, so since our topic is global, maybe second one?
sure, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I think Pralay can answer this.
Yeah, so as projects are running from different countries and one would have frequent travel, no, we don't have frequent travel, and we are controlling everything from here because our the headquarters, the main project manager is from Japan. So yeah, so it's a Japanese e-commerce company, and remote work manageable as yeah. So yeah, remote we have a remote work, for example, for me, for my team, so it's almost 90%. We don't go to office, it's 90% work from home. Only in some cases that we have some releases, and we cannot work from home, and we have some we have to talk with customer, we have some presentations, so only in that case we go to the office. But it depends upon project to project. Yeah, some other projects they need to go to the office. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Pralay. Okay. Let us finish this question. Sorry, everyone who questioned a lot. Okay. Hey. Okay, let us go closing and the questionnaire. Okay. So right now I sent the forms as a survey, and please respond to this survey before you leave this Zoom webinar. And let me explain a little bit. So depending on your response, the shift or Wahl+Case will contact you shortly. And all the meeting and interview will be conducted by web, Zoom or Teams. And also please note that if you have been interviewed with Shift within the past 1 year, in that case, please contact Wahl+Case, please. Okay, and here's our example. So in the question, survey, so there are some questions, and here, at question 6, we are asking how would you like to proceed the future process? And here you want to apply Shift directly. Please choose 1 or 3 here. And if you want consultation with Wahl+Case, or you want to apply Shift by Wahl+Case, please choose number 2 or 4 here. Yeah, that's the topic for that. Okay. And career consultation with Wahl+Case, can you go quickly, Brian?
Yeah, just quickly share with everyone how it works. Basically, you saw the steps from Aki. It'll be great if you put your CV and LinkedIn profile. Be easier for us to see. After that, we'll set up a video chat, mostly a video chat for, just to get to know you and get to know your expectation, really learn about your background and your career desire. Some people don't know what they want to do, right? And we also try to understand, give advices. Some people have very clear direction they want to go, and we'll help on that as well. So it really depends on your situation. We tailor that for your needs. And then on the third step, in our company, we share all the information within our company. So even you talk with one consultant, other consultants will reach out to you for different opportunities. So hopefully to help you to maximizing your potential, right? So don't be surprised if you see other people's contact. And then if everything goes well, we move through the application process. The application process is, if you're an engineer, you'll get tests, right? Or maybe you might get assignments. Some company don't do either, so it depends. So we'll let you know how the process goes. Throughout the process, we'll help out to prepare. We have a lot of data from the past. We can help the candidate to prepare better, and making sure they cover as much potential questions they'll see during the interview process, and also help them to set expectation, right? There are things you're probably uncomfortable to talk about, but your agent can help you to communicate with the client. Those pros and cons, and positive and negative feedback are super important to share on both sides, right? If everything goes well, you often move to offer stage. And of course, negotiation of package, benefits, negotiating is art. It's really interesting. But it's one thing that will also help the candidate understand what is realistic, what is possible, what is not, right? Because when you go to a new company, there are different type of grades, evaluation systems. So those are things that are very important to know. All this process, sorry, it's 8 already, but all this process, in simple way is really simple. I'm sharing, but it will take you maybe 2-3 months or even 4 months, right? It takes time. So sharing with your timeline, sharing with your situation, with your recruiter, very important and helpful. Thank you.
Brian, thank you very much. Yeah, as Brian said, it's already past 8 p.m. So yeah, like I said, please answer your questionnaire. And yeah, let me close here. Like, thank you very much for everyone to joining our webinar. Actually, this is our first co-hosting webinar, Shift and Wahl+Case, and I hope everyone enjoyed. And yeah, we are looking forward to working with you to build your global career with Shift or Wahl+Case. So thank you very much again for your time. And Brian,
Thank you.
maybe, yeah,
Thank
guys
you
can
all.
Thank you,
see.
everyone. Thank you for joining. Have a nice evening.
Have a nice evening, everyone.
Yeah.